Here we are, Art Class for Beginners, lesson number 3. Welcome back to you all. In our second lesson, we continue to learn again how to observe the different shades of color and the geometric shapes that make up an object. And here are some of the artworks that you've sent to me. And you'll probably easily recognize your own share. These are great contributions, and thank you once again. And now we'll look at another object. Let's try flowers. And why flowers? And why flowers? Well, this is where most painters begin their journey. In fact, many of the greatest artists began with using flowers as their objects to paint. Flowers come in all shapes and colors and provide us with a challenge to observe. Here are some of my flowers. Flower with glass vase. Daisy study. Burst of flowers. Breath of purple. 11 tulips. Now it is your turn. We are going to draw a tulip. But before we draw, we need to observe. So take a moment to observe some of the features. We see roundness, we see shadows, we also see light, medium, and dark colors. And pay attention to the droplets of the morning dew. A close-up view might help here. But we also see the light, the medium, and the dark. So once again, let's squint. Let's take that pause and observe this tulip, the lights, the mediums, and the dark. Okay, take a seat. You can use a pencil, crayons, paint, craft paper, anything you want. And let's begin. Keep your eye focused on that tulip, observe its features, and let's see what we can find. Here you see my paints. I'm using white, yellow, red, a chromium oxide, and cadmium orange. And of course, my brushes. And a cloth for cleanup. Let's go. Make sure that you've got lots of light. And here are the colors. I'm going to be making the pinks first. Here I'm going to just outline some of the major features of this tulip. I'll speed this up just a little bit. You can see how I'm forming this primary petal. And then behind it is a second petal. And once again, I'm going to use the wet on wet, where I'm going to be applying wet paint on top of wet paint. Now the third petal. And this fourth petal. And note that I'm leaving some gaps here, and this of course is for the yellow, which now I will apply. And I'll speed this up just a little bit. This is where the wet on wet begins to take form. And some of the pink color is still wet. And by applying the yellow on top of the wet pink, I get a blend of the two. And again, I'll speed this up a bit. And now applying some of the darker shades of the pink. So once again, I'm keeping my eye on this tulip and just seeing if there's anything I've overlooked or emphasized too much. And now I'm going to apply a little bit of white on top of that yellow, that bright area, that band of yellow. By applying the yellow, it gives brightness to it. I'm going to go back and forth on where the yellow meets the pink, trying to find that color that's in between them. Note how I'm using different size brushes to provide different detail. It's also important when you're using brushwork that you make sure that your brushes are clean. I'll race ahead again. So now it's time for green. I can always come back and touch up the petals later, but now I want to focus on the stem. Now let's try the water droplets. I'm just going to just dab a little bit of white on here. And this is where the fine brush comes into play for all the detailed work. So I'll finish some of this detailed work and let's just see how we've finished this. What should we do with this now? I would like to dedicate this art lesson to my mother. My mother, Marion Harwood, turns 98 this week, and it'd be a great pleasure for her to see this flower. And now that this class is finished, you can complete your artwork on your own. And please, once again, I encourage you to send your artwork to me and we'll show the class next week. And again, if you enjoyed this class, you'd like more, please let me know. And of course, subscribe to this channel for more art ideas. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you at lesson number 4 next Friday.